What's up, what's up, what's up? GSC for the JP in the house. Okay, one of my subscribers asked me why weren't the Japanese citizens, or why aren't Japanese citizens making more babies, and why is the population decreasing? And the reason, one of my subscribers sent me a news article saying that this lady was asking a bunch of guys, and they were saying like they didn't want to spend all their hard-earned money on a family or on a wife when they could be spending it on themselves and enjoying themselves and having fun, video games or whatever, And I believe it was something like they were saying that they would work hard all day and they give their money to their wives, and then the wives turn out to be not so good, and later on that the relationship is sour, but yet these guys are locked in this ever circle of life. And a lot of guys are just saying, they'd rather just be by themselves, and if they want a girl, they can always go and get one at these places where they have them, where girls do that stuff. Or a lot of people, a lot of guys do get married, but instead of having kids, they mess around with other women, and a lot of these marriages, from what one of my friends told me a few years ago, he said that a lot of these parents are forcing these guys to get married, and they don't really want to get married and stuff, and they don't want to get married, but to keep their parents from, just being obnoxious and wanting grandbabies, they just get married, have a couple of kids, and that's it. And one girl I know, she was married to this one guy, but her father was going to die or something like that, and she thought he was diagnosed to die or something, so she wanted to hurry up and get married and have a baby before he passed away. So she ended up marrying some guy, and the father ended up not dying. And so she was like stuck in this marriage that she didn't really like. So she just divorced him like after 5 or 6 years and married somebody else that she liked or whatever. And then she had a baby by that person. But a lot of these girls, I figured if everyone have 2 babies or two or three babies, it'll keep the population. But I'm thinking a lot of these guys are just seeing what's going on with their friends, or they're just more interested in doing other things. I don't know what's going on, but it almost seems like the same thing that's happening in America with black men and black women. The same thing's happening here, probably happening around the world. A lot of women just get tired of these guys, and as the guys fight wars and start to decrease, and other guys put other guys in jail, which I don't, which is really messed up and stuff like that. These women are getting more power because, they're just getting more power because there's not so many men, to take up the slack, the consuming slack, and, the responsibilities, and these guys just can't do it by themselves. And so a lot of these women are starting to take over these roles, and if these guys are anything like a lot of brothers that I hear on YouTube crying every time a girl get angry, she's just too excited and stuff like that, then the guys just keep away from the girls, and the girls don't meet a man that can handle, I wouldn't say handle her, but at least match her intensities and emotions and stuff like that, or use some kind of common sense to calm her down or whatever, and they lose interest in these guys. So I'm sure there's a study and stuff that's going on. I haven't really looked at it, but I do know that a lot of women out here do raise their kids, and what it is that these young kids now, these young girls, a lot of them, they just don't have boyfriends. And I asked them why, and they said, the other day I was, hanging out with Boss, and talked to this girl in this bar. She was real pretty and stuff, you know. I mean, she like had these thick lips, you know. And I just said, "Hi, how you doing? What's your name?" And she told me where she lived, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And then, you got a boyfriend? No. Why? I don't know. You know, and I don't know. It's weird, but the population I think is decreasing a lot. Maybe yeah. So they saying it's because a lot of people saying because they work a lot and work a whole lot, but I'm thinking what it is that the population that they're counting, I guess it should be the whole population, but I know where I live at lately, a lot of women have been having babies. I've seen them popping out, their stomachs popping up and stuff and things like that. Even just now, just saw some lady walk by with a brand new baby. So I don't know, it's tough. It's really tough dealing with some of these women and things like that. The best thing to do is, I don't know. But anyway, this is not the subject, but yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, they said the population is decreasing, but then as foreign people come in and take up a lot of these so-called jobs that the Japanese people don't want. Their population is expanding and stuff, but yet they don't have, I guess, all the rights. I guess I don't know. I really don't know, so I can't say. But anyway, that's all. I just thought, just let you know. I don't have any professional advice, but just, not advice, but any professional information other than the news that my friend sent me, and just things that my friends tell me. But I think what it is they're raising kids and stuff like that. But you get these parents who have daughters and they're rich, and then their daughters like these guys, and then the parents don't like the guys, and so then if they break up, it'll be years before these girls might find somebody, and then when they find somebody, the parents are so worried about somebody stealing their money, that they hinder a lot of this stuff. Or if they do have a baby, then they cause the man and the girl to break up and stuff like that. It's a lot of crap going and stuff. And even in my situation, my wife's sister, her and her husband broke up. He ended up marrying someone else, having kids and stuff like that. And this girl, she can't find no boyfriend and all this stuff. But yeah, she got kids, but her kids, when they grow up, if the parents don't spend up all the money or whatever, then the parents, like my wife, she's already telling me what kind of woman she want my son to have, and he's only 8, and what kind of husband. Well, she didn't start on the daughter yet, but she was saying, well, wonder if she married somebody like this. I'm like, well, you can't just go around and dictate, how, you want your kids to marry and stuff. You just can't do that. I mean, your parents didn't dictate you and me marrying. She said, well, they did say something. I said, no, they said, we didn't have to get married, but, I just wanted the kid. That's all. All that other stuff doesn't matter. So, and then another thing, too, is when these kids that's getting born now and stuff, if the fathers or the mothers don't take care of the money, then these kids can't end up going to college and stuff and get these skills that they need to fill these jobs that are maybe quote unquote only for Japanese or something like that. So I wouldn't say only for Japanese, but I don't know. It's just interesting. Just interesting. But maybe one day they might just have this national thing going on and just have help people, because some young kids I talk to, and I mean they like in their 20s and stuff, they just say that it's just too expensive, and things like that. It's all kinds of things that's going on. But I think the biggest problem is not having the kids, but the younger generations, their focus is on different things, and